Next question. And don't worry what it says on the screen. So you got these freaks, these inquisitive, stubborn, goofball, fun, teenagers and young people who face peer pressure, really busy, lack of self-love, You got those freaks who deal with this. What should the church, what should the people of God, what should the community of St. John the Cross be about? That you've got those freaks going through this. What should we be doing? Setting examples. Listening. What else? Come on, don't be scared. There's no one right. I'm not looking for a certain answer, so give me what you got. Accepting where they are and not judging. That's a hard one. No, it's just a hard one for me, because to really accept, see, because I want them to be here. I want them to be here, and I have a feeling they'll get there, but dang, I keep forgetting that it's okay to be here because I was once here. See, I'm on this side of the bridge. Hey, this is really nice. We really love to have you be one of them adults who helps and volunteers later. But we forget what it's like to be 12, 13, 14, going through everything you just named. So to accept sometimes means to go backwards and to see things differently through their eyes. What else? What else should the church do? Yes, sir?
Our faith is relevant in this world.
Faith matters. I go through the same stuff everybody who did not go to church goes through. I go through the same stuff, but I'll be stupid, and I use this visual a lot. But I look at the same thing differently through the mystery of faith. If faith is just in that building, I have a problem. God bless you. If faith is not woven into how I make decisions, how I spend money, how I do time, how I vote, some of those sticky, nasty issues that aren't as clear-cut, and I've got to fight and wrestle. What does this mean for me to be a believer and mix it all in there? Because when young people see that, oh, that's just a social thing you do on Sunday, and it's not connected, it's one of the easiest things for them to write off. That's just needless language. Don't need that. It serves no. It doesn't affect the way I make decisions. It's not woven in. I think that's good. It needs to be seen as relevant, connected. Okay, yeah. What else you got? There's no wrong, right or wrong. What else you got? Yes, ma'am.
Reminder that they are, it's more than a reminder, that they're children of God, and not to get who they are from, media, their friends.
There's a different way not only to look at the world, there's a different way to look at ourselves. My daughter is of the age where, for many of us, Disney was the babysitter. You plug in Beauty and the Beast, you plug in whatever. That's 2 or 3 hours. You know, go cook supper, do something. And there's some positive with the Disney, there's some negative with Disney. The only reason I brought that up was it reminds me of when you said to remember they're children of God. It reminds me of the Lion King, that phenomenal scene where he's at the water and he hears the voice of his father. Remember who you are. You're my true son and the one true king. You have forgotten who you are. And I remember that scene just came to mind when you said that. I am a child of God. What does that mean? Yeah. What else you got? What else? What should the church do? Anything else you think we should be throwing in there? Anything else the church should be doing?
I think we should remind them that we have struggles and we make mistakes, and I think sometimes they don't relate to us because they think we've got it all together.
Yes. It's a small world. And so, I love this image that when I walk back across the bridge, I want to accompany you as I remember my own junk, and I'm still working through my own junk. So instead of me just being a cheerleader on the other side of the bridge, no, I will be a companion to you, one who suffers, one who loves, one who has lost something with you, a little older.
And how I deal with it is I turn bad and you can too. So I think that sometimes helps make it more relatable.
Absolutely. Anything else you want to throw in? Anything else you want to throw in? What should the church do? What should the church do? Yes, ma'am?
Make it interesting.
Interesting and relevant. Now watch this. I'll never forget this. I had done this wonderful program with young people, and afterwards this lady, and she meant me a compliment. I know she did. She meant me a compliment. But she came up to me and she goes, I see why the young people like you so much. All you do is entertain them, and that's all they want is to be entertained. And I know she meant it as a compliment. You can hear that. And I looked at it, and I wasn't trying to be like a jerk back, but I said, ma'am, I'd like to make a minor correction. I think young people want to be engaged. I don't think they want to be entertained. I will use entertainment as a way to engage them. But my bottom line is engagement. They cannot sit on the sidelines with the holy stare. I will do anything I can and try variety, and try movement, and try dialogue, anything I can to try to get them in this game. Because the game matters. And if I can get them in, they might taste it for themselves and not just take my word for it. So I do think we need to be people who help engage them, and I love the line, engage them where they are, not as adults. And I mean no disrespect, I don't know what this parish is like. I'm not going to put a 7th grader for an hour-long adoration. He's not going to do it. I might give him 10 minutes of adoration, coach him up before, let him have a small taste, and in the words of P.T. Barnum, always leave them wanting more. I'm going to work at giving them a good taste of something, or a good taste of small group. See, if I had said you have to be with your partner for 3 minutes discussing all the places you've been, all the places you were, you'd have been like, I got to go to the bathroom. Some of you would have bolted, right? So it's how to give them, and as age goes on, then we can lengthen and lengthen and lengthen certain things, right? But I think we need to be people who are not scared to be creative. Listen to me, that's a big phrase. Look at me. Janet and Katie can give you lesson plans and stuffy stuff and resources, but I'm looking for a generation of people who are not scared to be creative in trying things to engage young people and teenagers and their parents. That's what I'm looking for. And I think that's what the church is looking for. A certain creativity. The same Holy Spirit that hovered over the waters, the same Holy Spirit that came at Pentecost, the same Holy Spirit that inspired the sacred office, the same Holy Spirit that was present at Vatican II, the same Holy Spirit is in me and in you. Yes, the third person of the Trinity, the unitive creative force of God is among us as we begin this year and as we start dealing with the freaks and their parents. How do we unleash within ourselves and in those given to our charge the Holy Spirit? I'm so glad you asked. Of course you did.